Almost 10 years ago, we saw the release of one of the best-selling video games of all time, Grand Theft Auto 5. Players stepped into the shoes of three separate protagonists, Michael, Franklin and Trevor, as they journey across the state of San Andreas on a crime spree. Rockstar love to reference their previous titles and games, and even at times give subtle hints towards their upcoming projects, even if they're not set for release until a few years from that time, and today we're going to be exploring this. Welcome to the video. You're listening to Phil of Filbee Gaming, and I've compiled a list for you guys of 10 Easter eggs in Grand Theft Auto 5 that either referenced their previous title of Red Dead Redemption or hinted towards their following, Red Dead Redemption 2. If you enjoyed today's video, you all know what to do, and please be aware there will be spoilers ahead. With that being said, let's get into what we came here to see. 10 Red Dead Easter eggs in Grand Theft Auto 5. To start things off, we need to travel to the northernmost part of the map, Paleto Bay, Blaine County. At this location, on Paleto Boulevard, players can come across a scrapyard called Red's Machine Supplies. The welcoming sign to the property may look somewhat familiar to some. Aside from the obvious reference in the scrapyard's name, the text used upon this sign is also a nod to the Red Dead franchise. The name of the font is called Chinese Rocks and is used in the titles of both games in the Red Dead Redemption series. This is both a nod to Rockstar's past game and a possible hint towards the following release of Red Dead Redemption 2. For the next one, we're heading in the opposite direction to the very southern part of the map. At the Los Santos International Airport, there's a car rental company with a name that some may instantly recognize as an obvious reference to 2010's Red Dead Redemption. The business is Escalera Rent-A-Car. In the Punta Orgullo region of the Nuevo Paraíso territory, northern Mexico, there's a small town of the same name, which features in major parts of the game's story. Escalera is a small community overseen by the vicious tyrant Colonel Allende from his mansion atop the hill. If you guys could just take a few moments to hear me out, I have something that I believe will be a big help to anyone who's looking to become a content creator. It's an excellent application called TUBEBUDDY. What TUBEBUDDY can do for you is help you along the way with such features as a thumbnail analyzer, a keyword explorer, which will grant you access to the best hashtags to place in your video description, and also a search engine optimization studio, or SEO for short, which can teach you how to increase your visibility on YouTube, giving you a better opportunity to be noticed by a much larger audience. This, plus many more features, is a must-buy for anyone who's serious about becoming successful on the platform. TUBEBUDDY is available from only $5.99 per month, with a 20% discount for those who wish to purchase a yearly membership. I'll leave the link to this incredible tool in the video description below. Anyway, let's move on to our third Easter egg of the day. The name of the Escalera Rent-A-Car isn't the only reference to Red Dead Redemption. When taking control of Trevor Phillips, we soon learn that he currently lives in an area called Sandy Shores in the Grand Sonora Desert. For those who pay attention to the street names as we cruise around, you may realize that some of them are familiar, mainly Cholla Springs and Armadillo Avenues. This is of course a callback once again to its predecessor, Red Dead Redemption, in a nod to the constituent region of Cholla Springs and the settlement of Armadillo, both within the state of New Austin. In Beverly Hills, California, there's a 2-mile long street, famously known as Rodeo Drive. One of the most notable attractions is a sculpture of a torso, created by one Robert Graham. In Grand Theft Auto 5, there's an in-game counterpart to this. Located on Portola Drive in Rockford Hills, Los Santos, there's a shiny statue of a horse called Fast One in place of the torso. The plaque placed upon this shows us that the artist was one Robert Chola, an obvious mix between Robert Graham and the Chola Springs region in Red Dead Redemption. In Blaine County to the north, there's a bar located between Panorama Drive and Route 68, known as the Yellow Jack Inn. Inside the tavern are several nods to Red Dead Redemption. In the primary room, placed upon the wall, are several plaques titled Best of Show. Each one is dated with a year, and each year representing a Rockstar Games title. The plaques from 2008 are release dates of Grand Theft Auto 4, and the 2010 plaque meaning Red Dead Redemption. Also, the wallpaper has images of animals and scenery, including horses and cacti plants, both of which are found in the Red Dead series. The protagonist of Red Dead Redemption and major character in the prequel, John Marston, bears a scar across his face, which he obtained from a wolf attack during the gang's escape from the botched Blackwater ferry heist. What some may not have realised is that the Grand Theft Auto 5 protagonist, Michael DeSanta, obtained some very similar scars, also at the beginning of his journey too. Both Red Dead Redemption 2 and GTA 5 start off very similar, with an attempted robbery gone wrong. The scars on the face of Michael appear to be a direct reference to John. Although the following is relatively small, it's still an interesting Easter egg. Dotted around the city of Los Santos are 3 specific restaurants. Players who have come across these locations will notice something very familiar about the name of this chain of stores: Cafe Redemption. Not much more needs explaining to this, other than it's an obvious reference to the Red Dead Redemption franchise. Keen-eyed players who roam around the area of Grapeseed near the Gran Sonora Desert may have noticed a familiar looking tree at the location I've marked upon the map. This is commonly known as the Tree of Skulls. If you've completed the treasure hunting side quest in the first Red Dead Redemption, specifically the Tubman's treasure portion, you may remember this individual looking tree. Although, by the time we re-encounter this in GTA 5, the skulls are of course no longer there. The following may be stretching our imagination somewhat, but I'll leave that for you guys to decide. Slightly north of the Galileo Observatory, players can explore a hiking location labelled as Arthur's Pass Trails. Exploring this sightseeing attraction will provide a beautiful view of Bay Tree Canyon. The surrounding scenery resembles much of the land that we come across during our time in Red Dead Redemption 2. Was this a foreshadowing to the title released some 5 years later? Our final Easter egg today takes us to the inner city region of Los Santos. Underneath a freeway in the Strawberry area of the city, players with a little exploring may come across a mural, which is a direct reference to Red Dead Redemption and its protagonist, John Marston. But there's something else here that's a little interesting. Just across the way, there's a sign reading Vinewood underneath a spotlight. The lettering highlighted emphasises the N-E-W of the word. Could this mural have been directed at John Marston, or were these two images foreshadowing the release of Red Dead Redemption 2? Let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm aware that there are more Easter eggs in GTA 5 referencing the Red Dead Redemption series, so if you guys want me to put together a second video, be sure to let me know. If you enjoyed what you saw today, you all know what to do, and if you feel like getting in touch, please find me over on Instagram, that's at Filbee Gaming. Please make sure to check out the TUBEBUDDY app if you're considering beginning a channel, which you can find linked below in the video description. Thank you all for watching, you've been listening to Phil, and I'll see you in the next one.